Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I am Grace. We are going to be practicing a floor hip opener today. Excited that you are here with me for this asana practice. And this is our week with bringing love into our hearts, Hatha chakra, really honoring this as our single point of focus in our mindfulness meditations. And we are also bringing a presence to the manomaya kosha. And one of the aspects of manomaya kosha is the thoughts, the thinking, the mind, even the ego. In that manomaya kosha. It's a nice windy day today. I love it. So you'll hear some of the wind chimes. Lots of birds out today. So let's begin our practice. Sitting in a nice, comfortable position, feeling that earth underneath you, and taking a few mindful breaths, just breath awareness, noticing the breath in the body. And dropping that breath down to that lower belly, abdominal breathing, as we trigger that parasympathetic nervous system, that relaxation response in our body. And let's take a moment to move through those first three koshas. The physical kosha, the manomaya kosha, feeling that physical body. It ends right here at the body. It's the outermost kosha. And noticing how your body is in this moment in time. And moving to your pranamaya kosha. A lot of prana out here where I am. Feel that prana, that inner prana, and that prana all around your body. It's a deeper kosha. The pranamaya, the energy body, is inside your physical body. Expands out further. It's much more expansive than the physical body, but it sources from within the body. And then basking into that manomaya kosha, that mental and emotional body. Those thoughts, that stream of consciousness. And noticing with no judgment what arises, without pushing anything away, just being deeply with yourself on that inward journey, home to the heart. And allowing all those temporary thought streams, channels of thought and information, these emotional energies to simply be witnessed, knowing they're not what we are. They come and they go. We are always, always here. We are the unchanging awareness that can witness them, take some distance from them, not own them as our own. Watch them like the clouds pass by. Resting deeply inside comfortable inside your own skin, deep inside your own heart and your own being, where your true identity, your eternal identity resides. And taking this moment now to set an intention for yourself, a gift, something that you like to create for you. I'm at peace now. I am happy now. I am fulfilled, content. I am in the relationship of my dreams, whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. Create that intention and feel those emotions. Feel that peace, that happiness, that emotional benefit that you truly want with this intention. And releasing that intention with a this or better, this or better. And let's begin our practice. We're going to close with some pranayama, but for now, let's just begin to move in our body a little bit, side to side, or maybe making some circles, your torso, around the pelvis, and taking your time to notice any sweet sensations in your body and your muscles that feel good, to wanting to open up. Basking in sensation. Let's move into a nice little lateral opening. Bring that spine laterally stretching out. Engage those bandhas. See the breath. Moving to the other side. Deep flowing breaths. More breath. Coming back. Beautiful job. Let's take those hands and let's clasp them. Let's bring them overhead and move laterally this way. Nice deep breaths. When we come up, let's move into a slight back bend. We're going to add some twists. So we're moving this spine. This is lateral movement, side to side. And then the twists. And we'll do it a little flexion and extension for the spine too. Releasing those hands. Beautiful job. Let's bring the feet together. We want to move into the neighbors working on too hard. Flapping those butterfly wings. Feeling a nice release in the hips. Engaging those bandhas. Slowing down. And then bringing those legs down towards the earth as you inhale and extend the spine. And on the next exhale, let's hinge forward. Only thing moving is the hips. Feel that sensation in the hips and find your edge here. When you get to that edge, let's take a nice deep inhale, nice and slow as you rest on the edge. And then on the exhale, see if you can hinge just a micro bit more deep. Beautiful. And then bringing the hands down to the earth and moving into a little forward fold. Resting in that heart. Witnessing the thoughts of the manomaya kosha. What's passing through. Observing, neutral observer. And then on the next inhale, your next inhale, coming all the way up. And let's move into, if you like, just an invitation into a reclined Baddha Konasana. So I like to come down nice and slow. Elbows all the way down. And on the next inhale, coming up, starting on the elbows and the palms. Beautiful. It's a nice, beautiful hip opener. Opening those hips. And we're going to move into single leg forward fold. And then we'll move into a little twist. All of these. So I have my left leg out. Sole of the right foot resting on the inner thigh of the left. I'm going to inhale as I lengthen. And exhale, hinging forward at the hips. Feeling that nice hinge at your hips. You'll feel some stretch on the back of the left leg. And find your edge, that gentle edge. We're not forcing, we're not pushing, we're not even striving. We're just allowing the body to gently open. Taking a nice deep inhale here. And on the exhale, see if you can hinge a little bit deeper without forcing, just a little bit. And then round the spine and massage that foot if you can, bringing that love into yourself in many ways. This whole course is about self-love, all the ways that we can honor and love ourselves as the source of our life. Our source is within us. It's not without. And relaxing in your forward fold. And inhaling back up. And we're going to take this right leg and we're going to bring it on the outside of the left as we move into a nice twist. So I'm going to take the left arm and collar that right leg in. Take that right leg behind the right buttocks. Inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling, twist. And 3 breaths. Inhaling, lengthening, and with every exhale, twist. One more breath on your own. And then releasing. and release the leg. So my right leg is out. I'm going to take the left leg and bend that and put the sole of the left foot resting the inner thigh. Inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling. And find that gentle edge as you hinge forward. Taking a nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, see if you can hinge just a slight bit deeper. And rounding the back, massaging that foot. Going into that forward fold. On your next inhale, coming up. Move into a twist on this side. Bring that left leg to the outside of the right. Hugging that leg. Left hand behind the buttocks. And we'll take 3 breaths. Inhaling, lengthening. And exhaling, twisting to gaze out over that left shoulder. One more breath. Beautiful job in releasing back to that center position. Releasing that leg. Beautiful. And we're going to come up into a nice malasana, a squat. This is a seated squat, so we're nice and low. You can come down until you're flat on your feet. Do that. I like to bring the arms and elbows inside my legs and then use those arms to press the legs apart to create a nice stretch. Engage the bandhas, and let's breathe into that lower belly. And one more nice deep breath. Beautiful job. Beautiful. And let's come down. Let's come into a nice hero pose for a moment. Great way to do this if your hips aren't super open is to sit on a block. You can sit right on side of a block. If you don't need a block, you can take those feet and sit right down onto the earth. And we'll sit here in our hero pose for a few breaths. Virasana. And one more breath here. Now, if this is in your practice, remembering you can always choose to take a break whenever you want. This is your practice. If I do a pose that doesn't feel good, you can always opt out. You can always come out of a pose sooner if you need. And if you ever move move into any pain, always back off from the pose. So if it's in your practice, we can move into Supta Virasana, which is a supine hero. And it's similar to when we moved into the reclined butterfly. You can come down onto the elbows, and then rest all the way down, and you can have your hands resting on the soles of your feet. And one more breath. Coming up the same way we came. Into those elbows and then the palms of the hands. And all the way up. And we're all ready for our fire log pose. Manduk. No, I'm sorry. Manduk is our frog. We're going to do fire log first. So let's do Mandukasana. We're all ready for Mandukasana. So frog is, we're coming up onto the knees of the hands, and we're going to take those knees out a little further, wider, and then bring the lower leg and the feet out even wider than the knees. And then the trick with Mandukasana is we're bringing the hips back. So feel those hips come back and find your gentle edge. Nice hip opener. Engage the bandhas and breathe. One more breath here. And then moving those hips back forward. Those lower legs in. And bring those knees back to hip width apart. And we're going to bring those legs out in front of us. We want to do our fire log Agnastampasana. And we'll move into some lunges and some twists. So we got the legs out wide. I'm going to take this right leg and bend it in. You have a mat. You can have it parallel to the mat. And the key to this is we're going to line up the ankles and the knees. So I'm going to take this left ankle and I'm going to rest it right on my right knee. And I have a little flexibility issue here. Over time, hoping to bring this little gap less and less. You can put a little pillow in here if you like. And the key right now is to flex the feet, both feet flexed. And you can inhale as you lengthen. And you can exhale and hinge forward and feel that nice sensation in your hips. Really beautiful hip opener. I like to always include this in a hip opening practice. And when you find that nice gentle edge, nice deep breaths in the pose. One more deep breath. Keeping those hips and that heart open. And then coming back to center. Take those legs back out. And we'll move to the other side. Bring that left leg in. The right ankle to rest on the left knee. Beautiful. Inhaling, lengthen. Flexing both the feet as much as you can flex them. And on your exhale, hinge forward. Deep breaths. Noticing the sensation. Bring your attention to the sensation rather than that crazy mind, that monkey mind. One more breath. And on your next inhale, coming up and releasing those legs. We're going to come up into a table pose. We're going to move into some lunges. Let's see, it might be easier if I move this way. So we're going to move into some lunges. And we're going to first bring that right leg up. You can take that knee back a little bit. I don't want to keep too back so we move forward. And begin to lunge forward. Feeling a nice stretch on that left hip. Noticing sensation. Engage the bandhas and breathe. One more breath. Beautiful. Coming up to center, let's move into a little twist in this nice lunge, this nice low lunge. So we come up and twist and bring the hands into a prayer position. Feeling that nice twist in the spine. Engage those bandhas and breathe. One more breath. Beautiful job. And coming back to center. Let's move both hands onto the inside of this right leg. And see if you can come down. Feel a little bit faster. Engage the bandhas and breathe. One more breath. Beautiful job. And next inhale, coming up. I hear the Xander. Hello, baby boy. We're going to move directly into our pigeon from here. Hi, baby. So taking that right leg and bending that knee, balancing the body up, torso nice and squared. And take a moment on this high where you feel the sensation, the opening of that left hip as you sink the hips down. And then on your next exhale, the invitation is to come down. And breathe. Coming up on your next inhale, moving back into your table. Hi, baby. And we're going to switch legs. Hi, Leon. Hi, baby boy. Going to take that left leg forward and plunge into a nice lunge on this side, feeling that nice opening in this right hip. more nice deep breath. Dandelion. I have lots of dandelions in my yard because I'm saving the bees. And I don't want to just put any toxic chemicals in my grass and hurt any of my little snails and beautiful plants and stuff. So we're going to move now into that little twist. So I'm going to be twisting away from you, coming up into bringing those hands in prayer position, and then twisting the other side. Engage the bandhas and breathe. One more breath. Like that. We're going to bring both hands on the inside into blaster pose. And first you can sink those hips down a little bit. Notice the hip opening like Andrew. And then the invitation, if you'd like to, is coming down to the forearms or the arms, going a little bit deeper. One more breath here. Up. And let's move into pigeon on this side, bending this left leg up so you're square. Feeling that sensation as you allow the hips to drop a little bit towards the earth. And then the invitation, if you'd like to come down and breathe. Inhale, coming up. Left leg back. Let's move into a little cat-cow here while we're in our table. Remembering we're bringing a focus to this manomaya kosha, this mental, emotional body. As you move into your cow, you're going to arch the back, lift the head. As you move into cat, you're going to round the back, tuck the tail under, and drop. I like to inhale on my cow and exhale on the cat. And we want to add some spontaneous movement. Honoring your body. Pay attention to that mental, emotional body, that mind, mancha. Finding your flow, allowing yourself to be absorbed in that dynamic energy field. And we're going to open the knees a little bit and we're going to come down into a child's pose. And taking this time, this is an opportunity as we move into forward folds. It's an inward opportunity to bring your energy into your own precious heart. This is the heart that will never leave you. It will be with you for all eternity. Your source, your inner source. So taking some time to rest in that heart and sending that beautiful heart love. And one more breath as you send a little bit more love and acknowledgement to your own heart. And on the next inhale, coming up, and let's bring those feet out in front. And however you want to get on your back, I am not going to move into spinal rocks as I don't really have enough room in this. Ground isn't super soft, so eventually coming down onto your back. Finding a nice, comfortable position on your back. And we're going to move into a reclined pigeon. So I'm going to keep my left knee up. I'm going to rest the right ankle just above the left knee. Bring the hands behind that left hamstring and pull that left leg in. And breathe. And one more breath here. Amazing, Andy. And on your next exhale, releasing that left leg. And let's straighten the left leg out. And we're going to come up onto that left side of my knee. And we're going to do a nice twist. High knee down twist. Bending the right knee and bringing it over to the left. Using the left hand to guide that leg over. And then bringing the right arm out and turning the head to gaze out over the right fingertips. And basking in the sensations. Nice deep twist. One more breath here. On your next inhale, coming flat on your back. And moving to the other side. Right leg out. And up onto that right side. Bringing the left knee over to the right. Guiding it over. Reaching that left arm out. And turning the head to gaze out over the left fingertips. And breathe. Resting in that manomaya kosha, that anahata heart chakra. Witnessing the thought streams without attachment, letting them pass through like clouds. We are not our thoughts. Thoughts are temporary and fleeting. Pass through manomaya kosha. One more deep breath. And coming back to center. Beautiful job. Let's bring those legs up and just wiggle them around. Flex and extend those feet. Flex, extend. Noticing those sensations in the calf muscles, gastrocnemius muscle. And if half shoulder stand is in your practice, coming up to a half shoulder stand. And plows in your practice, hinging over into a plow. And then bringing those knees in, coming down, nice and slowly. Nice little ball. Move into a fish, Matsyasana, extending the legs out. Hands are palms down, and you're going to bring those hands underneath the buttocks and snug those arms and elbows into the body. Pressing into the forearm and the elbow as you lift the chest and the heart and the head, and then very gently allowing the head to come and rest down onto the earth. And breathe into that belly. Engage those bandhas. Open heart. Fully present. Noticing. Next inhale. Pressing into those elbows as you lift the chest, straighten out the spine, and come gently down. Releasing those hands, and let's bring those knees into the chest, rocking back and forth. And let's bring the feet together, soles of the feet together in a nice reclined Baddha Konasana, and gently pulling the feet in towards the body. and breathe. Feeling the sensation in both hips simultaneously. And let's bring those legs up nice and wide. And I want to pull the legs in towards the body. More sensation, a little more stretch. Keep nice deep breaths in the belly. Bond is engaged. Let's bring those legs together. Pull them in. And let's bring those knees out wide again. Let's bend the knees. Have the soles of the feet facing the sky. Hands are wrapped around the outside of the feet and pulling the legs down in baby. Nice sensation in the hips. Engage those bandhas. Bring in the pranayama and the breath. And moving around in your happy baby. Kicking those feet. Doing what feels good. Our last pose, happy baby. Just like you did when you were a baby and you were discovering your legs. Rediscover your legs. The sensation. Embody those legs with your awareness. Some people don't bring any awareness to their legs. Unconscious to the sensation. Unless they have pain. So enjoy the sensation that feels good in your legs. Embody them. And making any last adjustments, any last poses or movements you may want to make as we move into Savasana. Resting in Savasana pose, or if you'd like to come to seated for Savasana, that's okay. Just making any last movements as you move into a nice, comfortable corpse pose, Savasana, relaxation pose. Surrendering your whole body to the earth, letting go all tension, all muscular holding, and just release and surrender. Surrender it all. And I invite you to rest in deep relaxation and silent stillness as you allow the entire practice to integrate mind, body, and spirit. taking a nice deep breath into the belly. As you gently come back, wiggle those fingers and toes. Listen to all those beautiful birds. Stretching out the arms and the legs. And rolling over to one side or the other. You can even see the doves over there. Taking a breath to your side. And then coming up to a seated position. We're going to move into some pranayama. Closer to you. So this is kind of a yin week, a more relaxing week. So I thought that some calming pranayama would be nice for today. So the first two pranayamas are a little funny, a little silly, but it's very beneficial in calming the nervous system, moving us even deeper into that parasympathetic, that relaxation response. So the first one is Satali, and we're going to be sticking our tongue out, and we're going to curl the tongue. So it looks like this. And on our inhale, we're going to inhale with the tongue out, and we're going to feel all the coolness of the air coming in through the tongue, sides of the tongue. And then we're going to close the mouth and pause, and then exhale through the nose. So I'll guide you through a couple together, and then I'll let you do some on your own. So sticking that tongue out, curling the tongue if you can. Some people can't curl their tongue. And then you can just inhale the best you can. Feeling the cool air. Closing the mouth and pause. Engage the bandhas. Exhaling through the nose. Let's do one more together. Inhaling with the tongue out and curl. Closing the mouth, pause, engage the bandhas, let the energy build. Exhale through the nose. Continue on your own for a few more breaths. Bringing awareness to all the sensation around the tongue on the inhale. And one more breath. And releasing that breath, taking a couple integrative breaths, noticing the sensation in your body. more integrative breath. Move now into Sakari. And we're going to bring the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Pressing it right on that roof of the mouth. And it's going to be very similar. You're going to open the mouth and inhale, feeling that air, that cool air coming in through the mouth, and all the sensations, closing the mouth, and pausing, and then exhaling through the nose. So let's do a couple together, and I'll let you do some on your own. Inhaling, feeling that air that comes across the tongue. Pause, close the mouth, engage the bandhas. Exhaling through the nose. Inhaling, tongue on the roof, open mouth, feel that cool energy along the tongue. Pause, engage the bandhas, close the mouth. Exhaling through the nose. Continue a few more breaths on your own at your own pace. One more breath. And allowing a couple integrative breaths. Noticing the sensations, being connected deeply to your heart and your own self. The entire universe dwells within you. And our last pranayama, Kumari, buzzing bees, one of my favorites. And there's a couple different ways. You can use your hand motor. You can take the fingers and cover your eyes and put the thumbs on to block your ears. Or you can just cup the ears and block the ears. And what we're going to do is on our inhale, nice deep inhale through the nose. And on the exhale, we're going to hum. This calms our nervous system. And so You probably won't be able to hear me as we hum, so we'll just do the first one together and I'll let you continue on your own. So find your choice, either cupping the ears or closing your eyes with the fingers. Nice deep inhale with the nose. And on the exhale, humming, and then just continuing at your own pace. Every exhale is a hum, calming the nervous system. And one more breath. Releasing your hands and bringing yourself in a nice, comfortable seated position. I'm in chin mudra with the thumb and pointer connected, and the rest of the fingers just relaxed out. And let's move into our koshas, our first three koshas. Manomaya kosha, checking in, scanning that physical being. Deep breaths in the belly. And moving into our pranamaya kosha, feeling the energy, the aliveness, the tingling. Dynamic energy field inside of you. All your awareness within. And let's bring that awareness into that manomaya kosha, that mental and emotional body. And bringing yourself to that intention you set and taking a moment to set that intention, speak it to yourself in the positive, the present tense, as if it is already manifested now, and feeling those emotions that you wish to feel. Feel them now. That attracts it, attracts your intention to you, the emotions. and releasing that intention with a this or better, this or better, this or better. We close with a namaste prayer, bringing the hands together in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, light, truth, and peace. When I am in that place in me, and you are in that place in you, we are one. Namaste. Thank you, my friends, for joining me for ecstatic yoga, for hip opener with some twists. You can check out ecstaticyoga.studio, my website, for more information on our yoga teacher trainings and our yoga retreats. And I wish you a most beautiful and a most blessed day.